Okay, good evening and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube. Iyun to lean on. Tonight we're doing Siman Kuf Sadi Dal at 194. Hilchos Berachas Hamazon. The last halacha Gimel talks about if it talks about a zimun, but also we're talking about let's talk about a zimun. A zimun, right? You have three people benching together. One person is generally most of the other two people in Berachas Hamazon. Let's say people only know one bracha, right? The person Mizamin only knows one bracha, but the other two people, they happen to know the other two brachas, right? One person knows each of the three brachas. So you could do zimun, and the person who knows the bracha is motzi the other two people during the bracha that he knows, and they switch off for the brachas that they know. That's fine. That's 100% fine. Even though in the fourth bracha, that's only the rabbanon. It's not ma'akev. Mishabur discusses what about if you only know one bracha? You only know brachas hazan or brachas haaretz. Can you make that bracha, right? Basically, this is a machlokas whether, even though brachas hamazon d'oraisa, there's three brachas of d'oraisa. Are the brachos ma'akvos zu and zu? Do they hold each other back? Like the dal minim, right? If you don't have all the dal minim, you're not using the mitzvah of lulav, right? Or do we say it's like tefillin? Tefillin is really two mitzvahs: tefillin shel yan, tefillin shel rosh. If you only have tefillin shel, put the tefillin shel yan on it. Doesn't, and you can take a bracha on it. There's no problem. So what about the brachos over here? Yeah, yekidei svir d'oraisa. Are they ma'akvos zu and zu? Can you say one bracha? This is not just a halacha that applies by zimun. It's halacha even a person who ate by himself. He only knows one bracha. Should he make that one bracha and not say the other two brachas, or is it better not to mention at all? So he brings a machlokas about this, Mishnah Berurah says, and he says, if you ate, you're satisfied from the you should make that bracha because so we don't know if they're ma'akvos or not. So you should. Now, to me, I would say not, because you shouldn't even say that bracha, because even though it's a mitzvah, right? You're not sure you're chayiv the mitzvah. He has something else called the bracha levatala, right? If brachos are ma'akvos, so they hold each other back, and you only know one bracha, so you're not supposed to be even saying that one bracha. So it's a suffix whether you're chayiv in the mitzvah of brachas hamazon. It's also a suffix bracha levatala. Now bracha levatala, the Gemara is mashma. It's a doraisa, and I think more than a doraisa. It's one of the aseres hadibros, right? Saying a bracha levatala is mashma from the Gemara and some of the poskim that it's doraisa. So it's really like a mitzvah of avera over here. On the one hand, something like doraisa l'chumra, right? Maybe brachas are not ma'akvos zu, so I should should make the one bracha that I know. On the other hand, something like doraisa l'chumra, the avera, right? And I might be saying a bracha levatala if they are ma'akvos zu. If I need all the brachas, I'm only saying one. I only know one. So therefore, it's a mitzvah of avera. Shev al tasa adif. You're doing it on Safik Daraisa L'Chumra tells me to do the mitzvah, but Safik Daraisa L'Chumra also tells me don't say it because it's an Avera. So yeah, mitzvah and Avera, it's better, right? We say it's mitzvah about Avera. It's a mitzvah that comes along with an Avera, right? If you go Safik Daraisa L'Chumra on both dinim, so it's better not to say it. I would say better not to say it. Again, we also say Shev al Tasa Adif. If you're not sure what to do, you have a mitzvah and an Avera. It's better to not do anything wrong. That's what I would say. If you only know one or two brachas, not this bench at all, whether you're three people or one person. That's my personal opinion. Of course, the Mishnah Berurah says what he says, and that's the correct halacha. If you want to go to your local Orthodox rabbi and tell him my logical argument, ask him, maybe go to him and ask him, what he has to say about my argument, because it's a pretty good argument. I'd like to hear, one day I would like to hear, I'm going to get the audience. I'm not a rabbi, and, I can't paskin myself, because I do believe that the authority to paskin is based on, a Masorah and someone who has smicha. Technically, there's no really halachic smicha nowadays, but there is a concept of someone who's a chacham, someone who's proficient enough to give a psak halach. I don't consider myself proficient enough to get halach because I didn't get permission from any big rabbi to do that. But assuming we knew who was considered a rabbi and who was not considered a rabbi, I would like to have an audience with all my Iyun to lean on to try to ask them what they think of my arguments, to disprove my arguments, tell me why I'm wrong. I'd like to hear that. Hopefully one day I will have that on my channel. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.